Wonder if everyone can hear my music. Anyone can hear my music. Dun, dun, dun. Is this live? I think it's live. Hello. One, two, three, four. Hello. Hello. Let me stop that. Hello. 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 Can you hear me? I'm testing to see if I can hear the music and speak at the same time. So, let's see people. Hi, Crystal. Can you hear the music or do you only hear my voice? Because I'm putting music in my ears too. Hello, Crystal. Oh, cool. Yep. Nice to see you. I can see that you are the new one. Okay, that's good. That's very good then. Just give people some time because I'm sure people will come. Let me see. Can you see my color and the light behind me in my kitchen? It's a disco light. You like it? This is my new home. So this is the second week that I'm here, and I love my kitchen. Yes, it's just you and I for now. Yes. Well, because this weekend is like the extended holidays after the awakening period. So a lot of people still on holidays and still in the mood, like trying to explore the new energy. How about you? Do you receive any new energy yet? Well, that's the thing for bathing in it. Oh, that is very good to hear because that means you also enjoyed or experienced the sense of awakening. Now, I don't know how far that you have awakened yourself. Um, and that's why it depends on how far or how many lessons that you paid for. When it's a full awakening, it's amazing because obviously there's younger ones, so Sagittarius, they also being awakened, but very low level. So each cycle or each period, yes, you will know when it is the end. N- Normally, The end of the awakening is when you align to your higher self fully. That is the end of it, and then you will live like a life, but like in a magical world. You cannot tell if it's real or not anymore. Everything is just so smooth. Everything just seems to be kind of a design for you. You don't even have to think. You can stop thinking after awakening. It's unbelievable. So obviously that you are in one of the levels, but I'm not sure how far you are. Most of the time it goes with your age. Hello, Seg. Hi, Seg. How are you doing? So, Seg, I'm trying to explain to Crystal about awakening. The end of the awakening is full one. Is when you spiritually awakened. Yeah, okay, Crystal, it's the best way not to be obsessive about anything. Because when you're obsessive in life, doesn't matter what it is, it creates the negative energy. It's like the contra effect, and it will waste your energy. So the best way is not to be not to be obsessive, but keep the remind and how I say keep the reminder of things, and you can only do that when you totally understand the nature mechanisms of how something works. It needs practice. So normally that's why so I was talking about normally it comes with age because we need time for practicing, time for analyzing, time for observing. But it doesn't mean that when you the older you are, the better you are when it comes to spiritual, because this is all about the quality of your soul, like the age of your soul. It takes lives, like million lives. Well, say, well, I know that you are awakened because even without the spiritual boost, but you got the wisdom that you train and the way that you can keep calm yourself and cope with things. Then I know that you awaken. So this is how it works, right? So the cycle it always starts, and in about the first 4 years of any new cycle, it's about the time that you explore all the new possibilities and figure out how we want to create the rest of the cycle. So you're doing it step by step, and along the way, in the first 4 years, there will be a big chance that you will meet your soulmate. So it can just happen straight away, instantly. But that's why when you say you couldn't be bothered to go online or go on an app, um, I, I might advise you to think about the manifestation because obviously that you don't manifest strong enough, if you understand what I mean. You have to want it. You have to kind of crave for it. The more craving you have inside, the stronger the manifestation works. So when you say that, oh, I don't want the online dating apps, I understand that because you are traditional old school, but it doesn't give you the credit of for being married or like more sane or better than anyone else. It just shows the lack of interest of what you want. That's why it's slow for you. Yeah, because some people they actually manifested previous life already that or maybe because their soulmates will have to do something this life, like paying the karmic or learn something, so they're not ready. So some people they choose not to be even reincarnated. That's why some people chose to be happy alone. Krista, I don't know what if you it is right to agree with you about that, Krista. You cannot meet your soulmate every day. No one can. I don't understand what you're talking about. Did you actually watch the video about soulmates I made in the Sagittarius library? I, you know, I've seen people declare things and say things, and they don't really know what they're talking about or mean. So sometimes it's quite not good, to be honest, because if you have the wrong concept about things, you won't know what you're heading to. Yeah, for sure. But when you're happy with yourself, and then you will have the demand, the need to share that happiness with other people. That's why doesn't matter what you try to confuse yourself now or excuse yourself about that happiness with yourself. But when you're happy with yourself, you will want to share the happiness to someone to make it feel kind of like amplified that happiness. And because everyone's that's the nature of human. We will always step up the game, the ladder. We'll never stop. And that's why the infinity is created. And the final goal is to taste or to sense, to feel what infinity is about. So you're not there yet. That's why you don't understand, you don't see. Yes, I, but after the R, the organic things will happen. Hello, Malabika. Hi, how are you? Yeah, but wow, everyone will choose to live a different ways. As long as you're happy, that's fine. But I'm talking about the final goal of everyone. Because as long as you're human, there's the formula for that. The recipes are created by God, not just by human. And if as long as you're human, you will be exactly like that. You cannot be different. You can be only different in the approaches of, of what you want to do to kind of like to seal your personal style. Malavika. Yes, I put it on so people can see it's well, this is a kitchen still, but so sometimes if I drink, I have a drink in the evening, for example, I just put it on like that and just look at the light and the dogs. See, Krista, that's where you were in contradiction right there. You say you don't need a soulmate, and now you say you just relax, being ready to feel the right one. You're gonna join the club, let's say. Hello, Avelina. Hi. Good evening. Yes, you like my light. Yeah, I was just thinking that, like see, in the evening, it's quite nice to sit here making tea or having a drink and just look at the light. So back to the story of being happy, right? I agree that we have to be happy first, feeling the hope. You know why? Because when you're happy and feeling the hope, you won't have that codependency. You won't have that control issue. And it also means that you already remove your shadow words. That's all that means. That means that you're ready to go and find your love and share that love. that, that, that's why like before analyzing what it is really about to save time, most people will advise you that you have to be happy with yourself first, and then love will come. So they cut short. But if you really go deep in the meaning of that, the way I analyze, you will see the highest goal of everyone is actually to want to reach the infinity. But obviously, that is really difficult. You need to do all the shadow works. You need to learn how to be happy with yourself and pass all the challenges. Like Mary, she asked me about today about her situations. There's a lot of people who cannot make sense of the challenge. That's why they cannot move on to be happy with themselves. And so when you're happy with yourself, the next step is to share that love. You can share with people around you to help them, yes. But ultimately, you will need the soulmate because obviously you can only share the highest level to someone who really deserves something from you. And that's the only soulmate will deserve that. So that is, and most people think the soulmate is the ultimate goal, but it's not. After the soulmate, then you will realize that because you only have one rotated through lives, and then it starts to give you a sense of infinity of how all the cycle works. And then you will start to figure out about reincarnations and how things work. And then you will realize the infinities, and then you will bring all that sense of every life you did that before into the life right now. If you see what I mean, to create that heaven on earth, that is the final goal. Of course, no one knows because how people know if they never done it? I mean, maybe you done it in a past life, but right now in this journey, I haven't seen anyone able to do it. Maybe I'm the only one so far. Now you see, and that infinity sense of you know um, never die, like immortal spirit, then you will understand why time doesn't exist and nothing exists, and then you will see why money doesn't even a thing. It Money doesn't mean anything at all. People keep saying that, but you can only treat it that way with that attitude when you can see and feel, when you sense that infinity. The only thing last in life, I always say, is love. Love is a form of energy. Even when you die and you wait for reincarnations, that love energy is still exists. And now that's why Sagittarius meant to be the one who gives the love and got all the high blessings from God about, you know, how to keep the purity. That's why we have more blessing compared to other signs. But people don't understand. They look at money. They think, oh, why people actually have more money than me? Why people are happier than me? They don't understand. That's why they think they are unfortunate, but they're not. Bothering me most of the time. So lightheaded. Do you know? Well, lightheaded is normally is about your bloodstream, Adelina. So you didn't drink enough water then. Um, it's been so long. Did you go for the throat check? Because the throat can be about different reasons. It's better if you go check because if it's been for so long, then like I'm a bit worried about that. If I were you, well, try to drink 2 pints of warm water in the morning after you wake up. That's what I keep advising people. The first pint of water is to resupply the water you lost overnight when you were sleeping. The second water is the amount of water is gonna activate the organs inside your body, but it has to be warm water so it doesn't shock the organs. And it also help you to activate the chakras in the morning. About the throat, I cannot advise you, so that's good. Yeah. About the throat, did you go for? Did you go to the doctor yet? But it can be. It can be your armpit, the apple here. Well, Malabika, I was talking about warm water in the morning and bed. So in the morning, you don't have to resupply that much water because, but basically, when you were sleeping during the night, your body will consume a pint of water. That's the amount of the water that's shrink in your body. Hi, hello, TB. Well, I'm not. Well, yeah, it's my disco kitchen. I just try to show people how it looks like at night when I put it on. Um, Avelina, don't don't skip the throat things because I think it's important. Really need to see what the doctor think or do some tests about it. Or you go to sleep, Malabika. Well, some of the people, yes, thanks. I found my soulmate. Um, Avelina asked the people who are going through spiritual awakening, how do they feel? Well, they feel like life. That's why the reading today, I say, do you believe in life after love? So they went through exactly like that. So they realized that the thing that they thought it was love, it wasn't love. So that's why I try to tell people today to know if it's love or not. Now, even before you know the real love, because like it might take people a lifetime to find it. That is the most difficult thing to find. But as as long as you remember what I say, see when people make you like excited about something, that can be the chemistry that you call, but it's not necessarily love. Because love is you when you feel so free with someone, you don't even have to think. You don't have to worry about what if you say something wrong, if you do something wrong. It's kind of like it's very relaxing. That is love. But when people meet someone and say, "Oh, that person is nice," because they have that personalities, they have that trait, they also went through kind of like difficulties like me. It's not necessarily love, because sometimes you confuse between being an empath and love. So I'm talking about the true love, the love, um, that eternal love that existed through lives. And I'm sure everyone has that because remember that everyone has someone. That's soulmate one, the divine soulmate one, the romantic soulmate one. Um, how to meet them? You need to be brave. You need to trust in that. You need to be loyal to that because a lot of people compromise, and it happens every day. And that's why a lot of people divorce because obviously, especially when people are younger, without knowledge and wisdom. They easily fall for things, and it's just because you see everyone get married, so you have to do the same, or because you are told by your family that it's time to get married, so you just do it. And some people they even forced to do it by religion, and that's why if they're rebellious enough to divorce, then yeah, and then they will know what they're looking for because obviously they learn from the previous one. But some people, sadly enough, they never had chance to do it because of religion, because of a family, cultures, all sort of things. So they just suffer the whole life. And and obviously that if they suffer the whole life, then the soulmates also suffer the whole life elsewhere. Hello, hi Jolene. How was your trip today? What did you do after the Burger King? Oh, is that Burger King? No, sorry, it's not Burger King. Did you just say it's the best burger? And do you like my light, Jolene? I have the light behind me. I'm actually very glad for you, Avelina, because and did you see September is gonna clear out everything? I do love the burger now and then too. I'm talking about a good Avelina about her divorce September 6th. It's about right because the full moon is on the 10th and the, there's something on the 12th. I can't remember now. But it's kind of like it gives you all the clearance. So Avelina, you gonna be getting ready to be awakened next year after September. Now, I don't know when is the next awakening, but my second awakening was this year and it was on 25th of January. So hopefully when I see that energy in January, I will inform. So just keep enjoying your life right now. Just make sure that you can turn everything into your happiness at the moment, even the divorce. Because it, to be honest, the reason why the divorce should be the things to celebrate because when you're being released, that means God knew that you served your time. So it's time for the new blessings to come and refresh you and give you that new life. Let's see what Jordan say. Loose meat sandwich. And you're ready to go away for 7 days. Yes, down to North Carolina. What? Are you going to North Carolina again? Oh, you're joking, Jordan. See, Amelina asked about the life after awakening. That's Jolene. So she just enjoying the new life now because like all the burden released. She also sorted out things with the ex, all the paperwork, everything's clear, no more debts to each other. That's when you're free, you can do whatever you want. Say, I think my advice for you is you kind of like too nice, too laid back. So it's time for you to kind of like really ask yourself what is that you really want. If you want the love, then manifest it and crave for it and just spread it out because the blessing is right around you. As long as you have that wish or that need or that want to do it, things will come to you because you're ready now. The reason why thing doesn't come to you because God doesn't know what you want. You're confused because even me confused. I don't know what you want. Things doesn't just come to you naturally by chance. If you don't manifest, you don't want it. And you can want everything at once. right? You don't have to pick just one because you are after the awakening. You meant to get everything. So be serious now about money, about love, about anything you want. Being greedy enough. When it's not supposed to be greedy, I will know, I will tell you, but you're supposed to be greedy now, what you know. Okay, let's see TB what TB say. TB say, can't wait for mine to be final. Still grinding through right it now. Love and I will catch you next time. Okay, TB, I'll catch you next time. Just follow the videos, the instructions that I'm providing because I will try my best to give what most, how I say, the closest sense of what needs to be done. That's what I'm trying to do every day. So that's what I'm trying to provide. See, I know that. Well, if you don't try, you never know. But the thing is, you have to be confident with what you have learned because you have learned sufficient and you at a very good position now to explore new things. Because like notice other people like married, like a lot of people, someone that Miriam said, the people that email me, they still struggle with the thing that hit them, the money lost, the loved one died, the like see the toxic acts and all these sort of things. Even Terry is also still confused because people keep letting her down. So it's exactly like what Sega is scared of. So when if you're still afraid and scared of being let down, that means there's still some shadow work that you need to be done there. Because when you completed everything, graduated everything, I must say that you won't be scared of anything. Because as long as people just even before people trying to do something, you actually can read their mind. You can sense what they're up to. Chris, well, I understand why people still think that way in a way. I do understand. But then whatever issues that we have, the first thing we have to think of is find out why. When you know why, you fix it, then you will ready to, like bounce back to life and enjoy. That's why I love Jolene's spirit because she kind of carefree. She's just attacking and exploring everything like carefree now and just enjoy and spreading that vibe. And that is the right way because when you do that, you will bump into someone by chance without knowing that that is your soulmate. And that is the, how I say, the blessing that you want to enjoy in the future because it will give you that aha moment and you laugh. And when people start to recognize the soul recognition things, and then you sit down and laugh at each other. Well, I do think Sikh know how to do self love because obviously that Sikh spend time to the gyms and even like pay attention to the details about spiritual growth, self growth, self healing. So Sikh is actually taking care of herself very well. I can tell, but because you still not got the right idea of how to make manifestations or make the manifestation works because you think that things will come to you naturally or by chance. It will be by chance, but only when you manifest it, if you see what I mean. But because of the wrong idea of being still afraid of being hurt, it stopped you from manifesting. And And obviously, because you don't manifest is enough, that's why you don't do enough. It reflects into your action every day. So think about that. Yep, Abelina. To be honest, see, as long as you clear that divorce, actually, I don't think you have to wait until the divorce. It's in the process. It will be done eventually, Avelina. Just feel free to explore things now. I call that to save time. You can do everything. You multitask at the same time. You don't have to wait to finish one guy to get another guy. You can date 10 guys at the same time, but make sure that not like that in a relationship, but kind of like getting to know or seeing people at the same time. It doesn't make you a bad name or something. Because as long as you just be frank with people about what you think, how you feel, what you want, and then you see the reaction of people testing the water, and then you will see who is the real one, who is the fake one, who is the chance one. But the thing is, after you release your karmic, it's the time you get the reward. So majority of people gonna get the nice people. You won't see or meet the how I say the time wasters at least in next 3 years or 4 years. So that's why I say the first 4 year of any cycle is a blessing. It's a time that you build your foundation. God will send you just the right amount of opportunities and people so you can create something as abundance for the rest of the other 6 years or second about 9 or 10 years, right? So, but let's say 10 years. The D-vitamin was taken in July, Avelina. So it is so the D-vitamin is not one. It's not one click, right? It's not one boom. So it's July, it click, it's open. So every day now is the D-vitamin. See, maybe I will have to make a video about this for people because sometimes people don't understand. Do you think the D-vitamin is so only one time? No. So it open. The D-vitamin is because it's a box. It's click now. It means that everything has to change. Everything has to go back to its order. And now is a new order to replace the old order. That's why you have to get out the old order. That's why the old thing has to be removed. 7 planets retrograde at the same time. That's the reason why. So now everything you do, make sure that it's for you. It's for your blessings. It's for your grit, whatever you want to call it. As long as you're the center of everything you do, you want, then you will match with the divine timing. And then the universe will step in and help you to get what you want. It's not time for laid back side. It's not time for being nice. Nice is when you keep your purity and fairness to people and yourself. That is being nice. Being shy, being kind of like reserved is not nice. That's actually being stupid. Sorry, but you know me, like I tend to say what I think because this is for your benefit. Yeah, Jolene is absolutely right. So like because to be honest, I even Jolene tend to be quite funny and enjoy the fun and all over the place. But I know deep down inside she manifests what she wants, and she is exploring, and that's it. Actually, true Sagittarius the way that we do. Thing doesn't comes to you. You manifest it, and if you being the center, yes, you attract things, but you still have to get out to grab it to make sure that you don't miss it, and we don't miss things. Exactly. Anyone rush into something, they're trying to hide something. They try to cover their weakness or something that they don't want to be fixed off. Anyone in rush, they cover something. That is very true. But Jolene, there are a lot of people very intelligent, especially Pisces and Virgo, and also Libra too, or Gemini, the same. They know how to kind of like pretend to be not rushing. That they try to play the high and catch game, but it's very kind of awkward. You can smell it. You are acting, so they pretend to be not rushing, but they're rushing inside. You can feel it. Well, say fussy is one thing, but my advice is because I am very fussy too. But my advice is, will we fall in love with a soul, or do we actually fall in love with the body? I know that there's certain type that people go for, but then it has to be flexible when it's to match between the body and the soul. Your soulmate is actually the one that's gonna be similar to your type. Now, the type things is actually what you remember in your subconsciousness about your divine soulmate. That's why we keep go and fighting that model. But sometimes this like they can be slightly different, but they will keep similar traits. For example, they might be a bit older or they may be a bit younger. Depends on what your memories or your subconsciousness of your type. But Siegfried, then I can imagine your. So based on what you say, I can visualize your soulmate is gonna be someone kind of like from the masculine energy type. It's like Chiron, let's say that mighty. But look at me, I'm not mighty this life, right? So sometimes you have to put that idea of the type as the memories from the subconsciousness of how your partner looks like and combine with the soul. And you can only know the soul when you use your feeling, your sense, when you meet someone and put them together, and then you might figure out what is your partner looks like this life. Because people think the type as the sexual things. That's where people couldn't when people couldn't find the right one. But if you think the type as your higher self trying to tell you, that's how they look like this life. Because they know. Because they work with each other. Okay, so Julian's son is 11th grade this year, just started out this week. Oh, so he's gonna be an adult very soon, Julian, another 2 years. Oh, so Krista and Julian, are you in the same area? I know Krista invites you, Julian, so oh, Julian, Libra, oh God, Jesus. To be honest, those Libra, I don't know why, but out of air sign supposed to be good with fire sign, but I don't know why I just don't like Libra. They are so sneaky. They actually only worse than Pisces. Pisces is also very sneaky. Crazy. Just cannot trust them. Really, so two of you have this common. So, who wants to? I want to invite all of you to my wedding next year. I'm thinking of maybe next July, but let's see who available at that time. So, I've got Danny's registered to come to my wedding already. She said she will fly over. So, Denise is in California right now because she has that holiday beach with the new man. So I'm waiting until she back to catch up with her to see how she feels. Krista, sneaky gentleman. Yeah, I know Krista because we don't want to talk bad about people because talking bad about people is for low class. We are high class. I don't have a habit to talk bad about anyone, but I'm telling the truth. Yeah, they kind of like they, they thought that no one knows, so that's why they're just playing nice with people all the time, and it's kind of annoys me. Those Libra, the Pisces the same. They play vulnerable to people, so people give sympathy. It's very petty. So I really want to see psych to be happy. See psych, you have to go and put the profile online. All the dating apps right now, like that manifestation works. Talk to people. And it's a joy to apply your skill and wisdom now to fix up people. If you can do that, you will laugh. And if you can laugh, you will be successful finding someone. Oh, another way, if you don't want to go to the app, you can try like Jolene. Just go and enjoy all the trips around and explore new people, having fun. So I want to see Site to kind of start opening up now. And I want to see Avelina to complete the divorce in September and start to enjoy the new blessing coming in and the new world, exploring new people and enjoy raising the kids, s- passing all the wisdom to them, show them love. Second line, what your is method. Uh, no, to be honest, well, you should do what you're comfortable with. Advice is only advice because advice is not always 100% because obviously that we have different situation. Online is market. I actually met my soulmate online. Can you believe it? But it was like 8 years ago, and I never. I was too busy with my life. I never thought of it until we realized that they were planted us, and it was the early of the old cycle that I met my soulmate, and it took me one cycle to realize that. That's why I have to go back and share my experience to advise people that the first 4 years you have to watch out for people you met. As long as you think there is something different from what you experienced before, you need to explore that and give it a chance to work out what is that so you don't have to wait another cycle, especially if you over 40. Because the faster you, because like when you're 30, yes, you might be able to waste another, but you don't want 40 and wait until 50, right? You don't want to be 50 and wait until 60 because you want to have more time with each other. It's very difficult to find that true one. Well, say about online things, to be honest, I don't know why people are against it. To me, it's just a way to meet and talk to people and know someone. But you can treat it as the traditional way. You can make a date to go out, can do things. If anyone doesn't want to do that, then you can rule them out right away. You can filter people straight away. You actually can filter people through the way they text. You can tell straight away because you got all the skills already. And Sagittarius actually very intuitive. We actually can tell who's a liar or not. We were just too how I say, naive, or more exactly, we were just too impatient, too rushing to get someone. That's why we made a mistake in the past, and we all knew it. We all knew our mistakes. Just need to admit it and confront it and change it. About online dating, I think it's actually save you time because you can feel the people easier. How many people you try to meet in real life? Because like I can guarantee you, maybe 10 out of 10 you meet in real life, you think, oh, what the hell, waste of time. To be honest, and how far you can travel around to meet the 101 to be that one that is like okay, this one may be okay, isn't enough, but just decent. That's it. So online, you actually can go all over the places and explore it faster. Yes, I will invite everyone. Well, not everyone, but like all the close one, all of you. Yeah, because the reason why I say that because it's actually real. To be honest, if I go out, I don't think I can stand maybe 11 out of 10 the people there that I'm so annoyed with them. Just drunken bums. Sometimes you meet a nice people, but nice is nice. That's it. There's nothing more than that. You have nothing to do with nice when it comes to what you're looking for. But if you look for kind of like just party mood, then you can party with anyone because that's Sagittarius anyway. We get free as long as they don't misbehave, then that's fine. So remember that the cycle is divided to three periods. The first period normally the first 4 years is the year you build your foundation. So make sure you utilize everything in the first 4 years, and also including this year and the next 3 years gonna be very in favor of Sagittarius because of all the planets aligned to give that boost because we meant to reopen the new civilization. So this first 4 years are very important. This year is about changes, cleansing the old things, healing yourself, and rebirth yourself. So this is the theme of this year. So the next 3 years from now till the end of my whatever, trying to work on everything for yourself, awakening, healing, whatever. sum up everything, make it as wisdom, ready to pass on with other people and share that with other people, including your love. That's what you need to do. The next 3 years, trying to create the foundations to make the abundance for the next cycle because this time it will last. And this is the actual real abundance for all of us. That's why we getting rich later than other signs for that reason, because they save senators to open the cycle. So it's gonna be very good, right? And after the 4th year, it will go down a little bit, and then it will go up until the 7th year. The 7th year, after the 7th year, it will hit the bottom. So you will hit the lowest bottom of this cycle at the 7th year, and then it go up, and then it will go to the new cycle at the 10 years. And if you do it right this cycle, the next cycle, the transformation, you don't go through pain and grief anymore. You just enjoy it until the rest of your life. Now that is the man. That's how we do it. That's why I say stay tuned with my channel and I will guide you through. I hope everyone remember what I said tonight because it's actually very important. That is the how I say the formula created by Pythagoras in the ancient time because Pythagoras discovered that we have 36 years in total after we start to come to this how I say after you become an adult. So the starting point is fast early or late depends on your birthday, which is you have to study numerology. I can teach that, but my room is not ready yet, so I need to create a studio to record that. But I will do that one day when the time is right because we don't have enough members at the moment, so there's no point to do it right now. Just stick to the tarot because the tarot will guide you through. I'm in Scotland, Crystal. I'm near Glasgow. I was in Glasgow, but I'm near Glasgow now. I'm about 33 minutes away from Glasgow now. It's still Glasgow, is somehow. It's not quite Glasgow. The coast air is the name of the area. I mean, it's the coast air. It's quite famous here too. It's near the beach, not near, but between the beach and the city. I'm not that far, only one flight to be honest. One day when everything's settled and sort out my money and things like that, I will start to do my traveling because I always want to travel the world at least once, just to relive what I knew before. Oh, that's nice, Krista. That is, you are very lucky. You don't know how lucky you are if you buy the beach. I'm jealous because like see the weather here is it's horrible. It's rain and winds most of the time. It's very miserable. That's the UK. Of course, we made our luck. But the thing is, um, some people they also made their luck, but then they lost everything overnight. That's why they got that hit. And some people couldn't even, like stand up anymore. That's how hard it was. They were hit. So So we have to keep in mind about how I say protecting what we have. As long as we just 1 second that we being kind of like let loose of our guard, the devil know how to work on everything that they can sneak into your life. That's why spiritual wisdom is very important. It's created that the spiritual wisdom actually create that um, protection for you, even when you let loose yourself. You lost everything with the COVID, and you lost everything by the beach. What did you lose? Don't tell me that's all the bikini was taken away by the waves. Yeah, I lost myself many times, but it's like the moment I kind of got the moment when I lost myself rather than never lost myself at all. I always believed in something, especially myself. But I was in the tunnel for 12 years continuously, never seen the light. But I always kind of like head to the light. That's the spirit. Um, I, do I want to get lost? No, I don't. So I think you kind of like exceptional case because it doesn't make sense to me. So what is that about getting lost? Does it give the thrill? Because getting lost doesn't give people thrill. If you do something crazy but it gives you a thrill, I can understand. But getting lost, no, I wouldn't want that. Thank you, Avelina, and I will see you next time. I wish you best of luck. Enjoy your weekend. Actually, tomorrow and Tuesday also good. So make sure that you have that time to do whatever you want to do, especially about future plan. I think tonight we can cut it short because I hope that to see more people, but then I realize that because one of the extended holiday after the awakening, so people still enjoying it. People still focus on the things that they wanted to get done, for example. So yes, Krishna, the fact it's like tarot. No card is actually negative if you think about it. And so is all these challenges. It designed to give people a better chance. But unfortunately, because like I don't know, not everyone has intellectual level and that strength to empower themselves and to see through things. So that is problem. Yeah, if you meet someone next week, I will be very happy. And to be honest, you don't actually need to meet your soulmate right away. As I say, you have to go and test your water, and but don't think about testing. Think about enjoy exploring the new life. Because as long as you enjoy the exploration, that means that you understand how things work or to how to be functional now. And then the universe will give you that support. But as long as you still have to think, if I do that, if I meet this person for this, for that, that is the control issue. Don't let the control issues to work on you because that resists the blessing. Okay, guys, so I will cut short the live stream today. Nice to see all of you because I know that everyone's still busy with their holidays, and I'm glad that you make new friends here too, Krista and Julian. I will see you in the video next Sunday. Goodbye, all of you, and have a good evening. Bye bye. Bye, yeah.